Yeah. So my MaxPeeding MXR3500 has arrived. Now it's time to open it. Heavy but light for a generator. I've got some wires for joining two together and an earth cable. Instructions, look at that later. Spark plug in there. What's this? The oil. And we've got this for filling up the oil. This is air cleaner, air filter. Ooh. 13 amp sockets, 12 volt. This is for connecting two together. Bit of USB charging going on there. Earth. Eco mode, non-eco mode. And we've got run, choke and off. Let's get it fired up. So now we've got it in the garage. We need to put some oil in it. Is that what we do first? One of them. Over. Okay, the instruction manual says to put 450 in, but I'll be putting 400 in and then checking it. So remove the dipstick, get the oil filler tube in place. There we go. Let's measure out 450. Sorry, 400. It's 400 exactly. Need a tissue. Alright, let's check that. Making sure not to get any tissue inside the engine. That's just all the way to the top. Look, I didn't put 450 in, huh? So we remove the spark plug to check to see if the spacing's correct on it. So the spacing should be 0.8, and I'm glad I checked because the spacing on it is actually 0.6. So we're going to sort that out. So now that's 0.8, the way it ought to be in the instruction manual. We just need to pop that back in. Remember not to over tight it. So we've got some fuel to go in it. We need E10, but you can use E5. So it's a filter, but also a float. So it gives you an idea how much fuel you've got in here. And there's the vent. Off, stop any air getting in, and on to let air get in. So eco mode off, put it on choke. And we're making mains electricity. So we've got two here running at the same time. So we're going to do a sound test. Put it down behind the shed, tucked away in the corner of the garden. So we'll fire it up and we'll check to see how loud it is. It's not too loud. Let the decibel check on it. So we tested it behind the shed and it was running at 60 decibels. So now we're going to test it inside the shed to see if it's worth putting an exhaust pipe coming out of the door. So inside the shed, at the back door, it's running at about 30 decibels. So I've got it in the shed and I'm going to do a sound test from the shed with the shed door shut. That way I can decide whether it's worth adding an exhaust pipe for it to stick out the shed. There we go, running in the shed with the door shut, and we can see whether it's worth putting that exhaust pipe on. I'm going to go and check the decibels up the front. Cup of tea time. 3 kilowatt kettle. So in the pack, got some cables to join them both together. So instead of 3 kilowatts, you can have 6. Connected with positive and negative and earth. Let's plug the kettle in and see what happens. They both equally sped up. Cup of tea time! So I put them in the shed. They're not too loud. The shed's going to fill up with fumes, but we opened the window a crack, but hey, whatever. The idea is to run them for 10-15 minutes and then we can do an oil change on them and see how dirty the oil is and see if there's any bits in there. We'll stick one of them magnets in and see if we find any bits, but it's probably a good idea to change the oil after, say, 10 minutes to half an hour first running. So now it's cooled down, I'm going to drain the oil out and see if it's clean or if there's any bits in it.
It's quite dirty.
That is a funny colour.
For only
running for 10-15 minutes.
yeah, look at all that.
Is that petrol pouring out now? Did we not shut the cap?
Oh, God.
Yeah, let's shut the cap on the next one. Okay. So this is the second one. Let's shut the cap on him. Okay. And then
That's quite
do
dirty.
a drain. That's the colour of the oil. For only 10 minutes, that is quite dirty. It also looks quite viscous as well. What oil did we use?
530.
530. And the manual recommends 1030.
It's really rare.
1030 is quite hard to get hold of, yeah?
It's motorbike oil.
Right. So it's okay to use thinner oil than thicker oil?
It's only when it's cold it's that thin.
Only when it's cold, right.
Cleaner.
Yes, a lot cleaner.
Oh, 400.
400 mil. And then same with the other one. So I got a very strong small magnet. I'm going to put it in and swish it around and see if it picks any bits out of the oil. Then we'll know how many bits would have been left in the engine.
You see metal on the top.
What, floating? Little bits?
Of metal. You see it?
Not really on the camera, but yeah, I can see them.
I'll stand up and look at it. There's metal in it.
So I just pulled it out after stirring it, and there's nothing stuck to it. But then the thought is maybe the engine's aluminium, hence there's nothing stuck to it.
Which is why it's such a light thing.
Oh yeah, and also it's easy to carry. So just draining it into the waste can and seeing if the kitchen roll will catch any loose bits.
It's got their lids again.
There's a few bits in the bottom.
It's got their lids.
We can see a couple of aluminium flakes in the bottom there. So there definitely was there, you see, look at that. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The next video on my MXR3500 will be connecting it to the mains in the house. So if there's a blackout, I can then fire it up and run the fridge and my boiler. Just connecting it to the mains and how to wire it up and whether it works or not. So, yep, don't forget to like and subscribe and catch the next episode. Bye.